Governor Little wants education to be the top priority for every citizen. Ask him why, and his answer is simple. He says it's the right thing to do.
Hi, you guys.
Say hello.
It's not every day the governor visits your school, but just weeks into office, Brad Little wanted to see for himself how he could help Idaho's youngest students succeed.
Chicken Little.
During my exclusive interview, Idaho's new leader didn't hesitate about his #1 goal. What would you like to really check off after 4 years?
I want our reading scores to go up. I want parents to know that if they enroll their kids, that we'll have them reading proficiently at the end of the 3rd grade.
Right now, only 52% of the state's kindergarten through 3rd graders are reading at grade level. The governor says it's not only his constitutional, but moral obligation to change that statistic.
Right now, where the state is, it's our biggest limiting factor. It's our limiting factor in economic development. It's our limiting factor in quality of life. It's our limiting factor in a lot of these social issues that we've had, corrections, substance abuse, mental health. These educators will tell you, you get these kids reading proficiently at the end of the 3rd grade, a lot of these problems that happen not only in school but in society are significantly reduced.
So it's not just a numbers game for you as governor. Because, I mean, let's face it, the education budget is the largest portion of our state budget. So obviously, as head of state, you need to be cognizant of that. But I don't get that from you. I get that there's a deeper passion beyond dollars and cents.
Condoleezza Rice, I was at an event and she was there, and she says it's a civil rights issue of our generation, giving people an education, no matter where you are, economically, racially, geographically, whatever it is. A good education is a civil rights issue.
Little is pushing the legislature to double the funding for reading programs. If passed, the literacy initiative would pump $26 million into school districts, giving local administrators control over how the dollars are spent.
There you go. I was worried for a while. I thought they changed something on me.
Here at Chief Joseph Elementary in Meridian, the principal used her literacy funding to offer 9 at-risk students intervention in an all-day kindergarten. Mrs. Hart says more money would allow her to start other full-day kindergarten classes.
If you offered that to your parents?
Oh my gracious. You bet. Hands down, yes. And we had, families who wanted to be part of this all-day program that we had to say, sorry, we don't have space for you.
During our tour, the governor told us he supports full-day kindergarten. But Little says the key to better education is more than just money. In fact, it's something perhaps even harder to change, and that's perception.
That if Idaho's going to advance, not only inside of the classroom, but out on the streets, on the playgrounds, in the workplaces, telling your child, your neighbor, are you doing your homework? The necessity of having a good education is part of what we're going to do in Idaho to advance the ball for everybody. And that everybody having a good education is in everybody's best interest.
From asking for more funding to starting a new education task force and even adding a children's cabinet to his administration, the new governor is not wasting a moment. So are we going to end up calling you the children's governor?
I would love that.
And after a morning visiting classrooms, there's no doubt Governor Little is passionate about supporting the next generation of Idahoans.
Oh, fabulous.
Good job, you guys.
Hey, keep it up.
Thank you.
Keep reading, keep reading.
This past week, legislative budget writers unanimously passed Little's literacy initiative. The increase in funding now moves on to the full House and Senate. We'll be sure to keep you posted. In studio, Michelle Edmonds, 6 on your side.